All right, it is August the 14th, 2013. I'm going to try to talk loud. Some people are saying they're having a difficult time hearing me. Now, here's the headline. I'm going to put the link below. Israelis, Palestinians to begin peace talks after prisoners released. We are going to take a look at this and end time Bible prophecy. Now, I want to make mention, I want to get your opinion in the comment box. Do you like it when I capture the article on the screen as I'm doing now, or would you rather just see me presenting the article on a different format where you just see me? The reason I do this is I not only provide you with the link to the article, I show you the actual article. That way, I'm not here. I'm not going to promote hype, and I'm not here to sensationalize my channel. And that way, you can read along with me, and you know that I'm not twisting the story by any means, so that it will line up with Bible prophecy. So let me know in the comment box. Do you like this format where I capture the article on the screen, or would you just rather one-on-one? All right. Once again, the headlines: Israelis, Palestinians to begin peace talks after prisoners released. This is coming out today, August 14th. Jerusalem. Israelis and Palestinians were to hold their first formal peace talks on home turf in the Middle East in nearly 5 years Wednesday, hours after Israel released 26 long-held Palestinian prisoners who were given a boisterous homecoming by cheering crowds. Right now, in the comment box, I want your opinion on Israel releasing these Palestinian prisoners. Are you for this, or was this a wrong move? Let's continue on. I'm giving you a little bit of homework to do today. Both sides have low expectations as they head into the U.S.-sponsored negotiations in Jerusalem, the third attempt since 2000 to agree on terms of a Palestinian state alongside Israel. The prisoner release, billed as the first of four over coming months, was meant to bring the Palestinians back to the table after a 5-year halt of negotiations. However, a top Palestinian official warned Wednesday that talks could quickly collapse because of Israel's continued settlement building on war-won lands sought for a Palestinian state. Over the past week, Israel made 3 announcements on promoting plans for a total of more than 3,000 new settlement apartments in the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Looks to me like Israel and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are standing strong. The talks might collapse anytime because of the Israeli practices. Yasser Abed Rabo, an advisor of Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, told Voice of Palestinian Radio Wednesday. In Israel, Davash politicians expressed guarded hope while hardliners were pessimistic. Cabinet Minister, I hope I pronounced his name correctly, Yaakov Peri of the centrist Yesh Atid party said time is running out and that both sides must push hard for a deal. Why do we need a peace treaty? Why do we need a deal or an agreement of any kind? This land belongs to God's chosen Israel. We won't have a lot more chances to solve this conflict, he told Israeli Army Radio. I believe this is happening because this is truly end-time Bible prophecy. This is prophetic. This was prophesied. Deputy Defense Minister Danny Danon from the ruling Likud party argued that Israelis today would not accept a peace proposal made by Netanyahu's predecessor Ehud Olmert. Such an agreement will not win support, not just from me, but also from the Likud and, I think, most of the nation, Danon told Israel Radio. The Palestinians want a state in the West Bank, Gaza, and East Jerusalem, lands Israel captured in 1967 when there were blood moon tetrads on feast days. I want to make that very clear because we're coming into 2014, 2015. Since that war, Israel has built dozens of settlements there that are now home to more than 500,000 Israelis and are deemed illegal by most of the international community. Since the first talks in 2000, the outlines of a deal have emerged: a Palestinian state in the vast majority of the war-won lands. They got their land back. They reclaimed what was already theirs. They didn't win it. I don't like that term, war-won. They got back what was rightfully theirs to begin with border adjustments and a land swap that would enable Israel to annex land where most of the settlers live. The last formal peace talks in the region took place in 2007 and 2008 when Abbas and Olmert met dozens of times, mostly in Jerusalem. Before those talks broke down, Abbas proposed a swap of 1.9%, while Olmert asked for 6.5%. When Olmert's successor, Benjamin Netanyahu, took office in 2009, he adopted tougher starting positions. Netanyahu said he would not consider a partition Jerusalem and rejected Abbas's demand that the pre-1967 lines be the starting point for border talks. Abbas in turn insisted on a full settlement freeze as a condition for talks. He feared that the vast gaps between him and Netanyahu would render any deal impossible, but that in the meantime Israel would exploit the negotiations as a cover for continued settlement building. Netanyahu has argued that anything can be discussed in talks, including the settlements, and dismissed Abbas's demands as preconditions. In the end, the Palestinians returned to negotiations without a settlement freeze, for fear of harming ties with the U.S. if they were seen as derailing. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry pushed this year to restart talks. Kerry, and I think Kerry is playing a very important role in end-time prophecy, has assured Abbas that the U.S. considers the 1967 lines as the basis for border talks, even if Netanyahu does not, according to Abbas aides. Very important, what I just read to you. Preliminary talks were held 2 weeks ago in Washington, and the U.S. envisions negotiations for up to 9 months. 9 months. Another very significant, important piece of information here in regards to end-time Bible prophecy. The 9 months will expire April 15th on Pentecost and on a blood moon. Later Wednesday, negotiators were to meet in Jerusalem, though both sides refused to discuss details about the time and venue. The next round is to be held in the West Bank. Let me see how much more we got. It's quite a lot more, not a whole lot more, but I'm going to put the link to this below, and I want to get your opinions in the comment box on how you feel about the prisoners. Palestinian prisoners released. Israelis, Palestinians to begin peace talks after prisoners are released. Leave me your comments, everyone. End time Bible prophecy is happening right now.